Congratulations and well done on buying your new Ezytrail K-Series camper. You've made the right decision. Before you head off on your first trip, we want to show you step by step just how simple it is to set up your new trailer. Be prepared, it may take you a little while the first few times you do it as you learn what goes where and who does what job, but after a while you'll be a well-oiled machine. Let's get stuck into it. Of course, the first thing you need to do when you get to camp is find yourself some nice level ground. But with the Albany, one of the very first things you need to do is get your poles out of the top box. If you don't get these out first, you'll never get them out. Before unhitching though, make sure you put on the handbrake and position your wheel chocks behind your wheels to avoid the trailer moving when you disconnect. To disconnect, flip down the jockey wheel and take some of the weight off your vehicle, just until the pin is able to turn freely. Then disconnect your trailer plugs and chains and pull the safety clip out and then the pin. Next, get a mate to drive your vehicle forward until the trailer is resting on its own jockey wheel, then simply unclip and wind down all 4 corner support legs using the provided winder. Once you're level, it's time to open the trailer up. Start by unlatching and swinging away the rear tyre carrier. Next, raise the front winch to its highest setting and unwind it around 2.5 to 3 metres and attach to the anchor point. Then unlatch all your catches and lift the lid by about 500mm. Make sure that all the canvas is free and nothing is caught, and assist the lid up and over past 90 degrees. As it passes 90 degrees, the rear winch will catch it and you can slowly lower the lid to the ground. There are some small feet on the lid to help level it out. Remember to disconnect the winch and wind it up for safekeeping. Before you go gung-ho into setting up the inside of your trailer, take the time to get your poles out and organise them into groups. There are a couple of pole types that you'll need to be aware of. These are your upright poles. They come with either a spigot or a C-clip, and at the other end, they've got the rubber foot. These are used to support your annex. These are called your ridge poles. You've got a flat on one end and a hook on the other, and they attach to the camper trailer and they go out to the upright to support the roof of your annex. These are spreader poles and they come with either a C-clip or a flat end, and they're used to spread the load between the poles to keep your roof nice and tight. These short guys are the window stays, and they feature a spigot at one end and a hook on the other, and these are used to keep your windows open. Lastly, these guys are your corner stays, and as the name suggests, they're used to keep the corners up nice and high off the bed. And to help make the whole job easy, each pole has a number on it identifying where it's used and what it's used for. All of the poles in the K-Series range have a quick release and a quick locking mechanism that's so easy to use, even the kids can do it. Before you get into the tent, there are 2 other types of poles you need to know about. The tent bows. These are the U-shaped tent supports that are attached to the trailer. The roof bow. This is for the tropical fly that sits on the top of your trailer to keep the sun and the rain off the canvas roof. Now that we have that sorted, let's get the trailer set up. Now it's time to set up the main tent. Once you've been doing this for a while, you can get it done in as little as 10 minutes, but expect your first time to take a little bit longer. Before you climb inside, grab yourself 2 short corner stays, 2 C-clip uprights and 2 long C-clip spreader bars. If your trailer is brand new, check that all the bows are correctly attached to the canvas. You do this by using the Velcro to hold them in place. Start with the front bow above the bed and extend this until the canvas is taut, and put in and raise your corner stays. Next, raise the middle bow and insert 2 C-clip spreader bars to keep the canvas taut. Then extend the rear bow towards the rear of the trailer and swing the inverted bow out to the rearmost roof seam of the canvas. Place your two C-clip uprights here to support the inverted bow and then work your way back, tightening and tidying up all the bows. There you go, that's the Albany GT setup in its most basic form, perfect for an overnight camp. Your annex will take around 20 to 30 minutes to set up completely, and it's best done with two people. Before you can start on the main awning, we need to peg out the front awning, and this is going to protect your toolbox and kitchen from the weather. Do this by using two spigot uprights, a flat end spreader bar and two guy ropes. The first step is to lay out all your poles ready for assembly. For the Albany GT, you'll need 6 spigot uprights, 3 ridge poles, 4 flat end spreader bars, 3 C-clip spreader bars and 2 C-clip uprights. Next, unfold your annex canvas and lay it out on the ground. Make sure it's sitting the right way and that you have a nice pile of all your annex walls and shower room off to one side. Then lower your trailer centre bow to make it easier to attach the annex. Start off by inserting the hooked end of the ridge poles through the canvas holes, putting the hook through the loop inside the tent. This is easier to do with a friend helping. A tip here is to extend the ridge pole once it's connected all the way to the ground and leave the quick release open. This is so that when you start to put the annex up, it's easy to grab and attach. Here's a little trick for you. Instead of trying to climb up and zip the annex on, once you get the zip started, use a window stay to help the zip along. Start at one end and stand up the upright and add in the flat spreader poles. And then last of all, put the canvas over the top with the upright spigot through the eyelet and use the elastic hook to secure. It's best to have your mate or missus help with this part. It really is a two-person job. Once all the perimeter uprights and spreader bars are up, it's time to put in the C-clip uprights and spreader bars. Being tall helps, but if you are a little vertically challenged, it may be a good idea to bring a small step ladder along. The Albany GT also has another rear awning which is great for giving yourself a little more shade. While all Ezytrail annexes are freestanding, it is recommended to guy rope them down, especially if there's a chance of wind. If you'd like some privacy from the other campers, or perhaps the weather's going to close in and you want to batten down the hatches, it's a good idea to fit your skirt kit and walls. This job should take you around 20 to 30 minutes. The first step is to lay out your annex walls. Make sure that the side with the PVC flap is going to be on the inside of your trailer. This will make sure that the D-ring is on the outside and you can peg your walls down. Once again, with the help of a friend, start the zippers and zip away. Make sure you don't forget to push down the Velcro for a good seal. Peg out all of your walls using the D-rings that are positioned around the perimeter. If you're putting the PVC floor in, this is the time to do it, once it's all pegged out. This simply Velcros on, and thanks to that PVC flap, there's no chance of water getting in. The Albany GT comes complete with a fully enclosed ensuite and shower room, which is absolutely huge. And once you're set up, you can enter it straight from your living space. Well, that's the Albany GT, and I think you'll agree it makes the perfect home away from home. And just like the rest of the K-Series range, there's a couple of little hidden secrets that open the living space up even more. Don't forget to check out the camping tips segment on the DVD for some handy hints on how to tie things like guy ropes and also attach your shower and toilet room. If you've got any questions about the setup of your Ezytrail, feel free to contact your local dealer. But if you've picked up any hints and tips and you'd like to share them, log on to Ezytrail's Facebook page. Okay, so we're going to show you how to turn your... So if you're vertically challenged like I am, here's a great way to run the zipper along the roof line. While all Ezytrail annexes are freestanding, we recommend that you guy rope them down, especially if there's a chance of wind.
again.
Why?
Do it again.
Why?
Just safety.
No, I don't think I will.
Can't do it.
I'm awake to you.
Do it again.